Following the fantastic response we were given following the FIFA 12 Wonder Kids Where Are They Now video, I thought it would be fun to do another similar video. Considering we are in FIFA 19, I thought, what if we went 10 years in the past and saw what FIFA 09's top 10 Wonder Kids were doing today. This is kind of like a 10-year anniversary special. And honestly, if you thought the FIFA 12 video was crazy, there's a lot of weird stuff happening today. Two of the players on the list have faced criminal charges. So if you guys do go on to enjoy today's video, make sure you leave a like on the video and also make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. There's a lot of craziness ahead in today's video, so make sure you watch all the video and find out what happened to all 10 of these Wonder Kids. So first, we're gonna start off with a name I'm sure a lot of you guys have heard before, and that is going to be Alex Pato. In FIFA 09, Alex Pato was a 79 overall with a 92 potential at 18 years of age, and the Brazilian was playing for one of Italy's top clubs, AC Milan. And 10 years later in FIFA 19, Pato has not eclipsed his potential. He has not reached up to his potential. He has eclipsed, though, his base overall by 1 overall. In FIFA 19, Pato finds himself at an 80 overall with 80 potential, playing currently in the Chinese league for Tianjin Quanjin FC. So since we checked in with Pato in FIFA 09, he has gone from AC Milan to Corinthians, then to Sao Paulo on loan, then famously to Chelsea on loan, then permanently to Villarreal before taking the money, I can't blame him for that, but taking the money and moving to China and playing for Tianjin Quanjin. Pato has definitely not lived up to his potential, but has had a decent little career. He has had 27 caps for the Brazilian national team, scoring 10 goals. However, his best career moments were at AC Milan, where he scored 51 goals in 117 appearances. Unfortunately though for the striker, he suffered a fair amount of injury problems between 2011 and 2013 at AC Milan. However, since moving to China in January 2017, Pato has been on absolute fire, scoring 36 goals and 60 appearances. And if you don't know how much of a wonder kid Pato was, his former AC Milan manager Carlo Ancelotti once compared the youngster to Brazilian legends Kaká, Romario and Ronaldo. On his day, Pato has proven to be world class, but it's unfortunate he hasn't been able to live up to the potential that was given to him in FIFA 09. Moving on now to another player that started off his career in one of Europe's top clubs, but now floats around in actually the English second division. It is going to be Bojan. In FIFA 09, Bojan found himself at the exact same overall and potential as Alex Pato, starting off at a 79 overall and having 92 potential, playing at FC Barcelona. And if you thought Pato's career turned out for the worst, Bojan's definitely has not gone too well. He is currently 27 years of age, playing in the championship for Stoke City, but in terms of his overall and potential, he finds himself at a 74 overall with no room of growth, a 74 potential. So in 10 years, Bojan has certainly not lived up to the 92 potential. He's gone down 5 overall. In the time since we checked in with Bojan in FIFA 09, he has gone to Barcelona, to Roma, on loan to AC Milan, back to Barcelona, on loan to Ajax, on loan to Stoke, on loan to Mainz, and on loan to Alaves before permanently signing for Stoke. His career started so strong, spending 7 years in Barcelona's youth teams, where he is rumoured to have scored over 900 goals. Bojan even broke Messi's record of the youngest Barcelona player to play in La Liga. But after a strong start, he struggled to really break into Barcelona's first team. And following very mediocre moves to Roma and AC Milan, Bojan still found himself searching for more playing time. And again, he showed promising signs at Stoke, but could never maintain consistent first-team football. And ultimately, the Spaniard has never come close to fulfilling his potential. Moving on now to another player at quality clubs, and someone I'm sure you've heard of. It is Giovanni Dos Santos. Dos Santos is someone that, unlike Pato and Boyan, who struggled with injuries and first-team playing time, a lot of people just said Dos Santos struggled with motivation internally. In FIFA 09, Dos Santos was a 78 rated player, 92 rated potential, playing at Tottenham. But 10 years on, Dos Santos finds himself in the MLS, 75 overall, 75 potential at 29 years of age, playing for the LA Galaxy. Again, Dos Santos, like the previous players Pato and Boyan, has had an interesting career trajectory. He went from Tottenham to Ipswich on loan, then to Galatasaray on loan, then to Racing Santander on loan, then to Mallorca, then to Villarreal, and finally LA Galaxy. Dos Santos was expected to lead Mexico through a golden generation alongside players including Chicharito and Carlos Vela, but ultimately fell short of his potential. Dos Santos has lacked consistency, perhaps due to not knowing his natural position. I mean, naturally he's a second striker, but often was played as a playmaker. But on the flip side, Dos Santos has also often been considered to be unmotivated. He's been consistently spotted at nightclubs whilst playing for Barcelona and Tottenham. His move to LA was heavily scrutinized, but Dos Santos seems to love the lifestyle, and honestly, I can't blame him. Moving on now to perhaps one of the most successful players in this list, it is going to be Sergio Agero. Even in FIFA 09, the Argentine was heavily respected, finding himself at an 84 overall with 90 potential whilst playing for Atletico Madrid. The now 30-year-old has certainly lived up to his potential, considered one of the best strikers in the Premier League modern era, at least across the past decade. And at 30 years of age, he finds himself playing for Manchester City, an 89 overall with 89 potential. Agero has not made too many moves in his time since FIFA 09, only making the one move from Atletico Madrid to Manchester City. And he is a proven goal scorer. In his 175 appearances for Atletico Madrid, he scored 74 goals, while scoring 151 goals in his 221 appearances for Manchester City, including that famous Agero goal that won them the Premier League title. Agero has also been to 3 World Cups with Argentina, and for his national team, he has scored 39 goals in 89 appearances. Former Man City manager Roberto Mancini certainly had high praise of Agero, saying, quote, "Sergio is a photocopy of Romario. They are the same player." Moving on now to perhaps the biggest story in this video. It is the one that when I was doing my research and I saw this, I was just like, I was blown away. I could not believe what I was witnessing. You know, you make these videos, you write all the names down, but when you actually research them, it's crazy finding out how many different career trajectories there are. But it is going to be Breno. The Brazilian centre back started FIFA 09 at a 75 overall with a potential of 90, playing at Bayern Munich. But fast forward to FIFA 19 and Breno is not even in FIFA. But it is not the fact that he's not in FIFA that is going to blow you away. It's the reason why he isn't in FIFA. So in FIFA 09, we checked in with Breno and he was playing for Bayern Munich. But he did go out on loan to FC Nuremberg, where the big issue happened, which I'll talk about in a second. But following his move at Nuremberg, following his loan, he went to Sao Paulo, then he went to Vasco da Gama on a loan before signing a permanent deal with the Brazilian outfit. Breno showed glimpses of promise at Bayern Munich, but never solidified a first team spot, along with picking up a pretty bad knee injury. But Breno's career fell to pieces when he was arrested and subsequently jailed. Breno faced arson charges after setting his Munich villa alight, causing approximately 1.5 million euros of damage. And the Brazilian centre-back was handed a jail sentence of 3 years and 9 months. However, he only served 1 year and 1 month, but he did not sign with Sao Paulo until a year after his release. Bruno has struggled with mental health issues following injuries and a failed career, but ultimately we wish him the best with his career in Brazil. His last appearance in the FIFA series was in FIFA 16, where he found himself with a 75 overall and a 77 potential. But due to licensing issues this year, he is not in career mode. Moving on now to a name that you probably have not heard in a while. It is going to be Anderson. Yes, the Brazilian midfielder who played at Manchester United for 7 years somehow. In FIFA 09, Anderson found himself at an 82 overall with a potential of 89. But now, he is not in the game due to the fact that he is playing in the Turkish second division. So following a very long spell at Manchester United, the Brazilian midfielder went on loan to Fiorentina before moving to Internacional on a permanent deal, then to Coritiba on loan, and finally to Adana Demirspor on a permanent deal. At 20 years of age, Anderson was awarded the Golden Boy Trophy for the best young prospect in world football. And he played a lot of football under the great Sir Alex Ferguson at Manchester United, despite never really being a standout. And although he was a midfielder and goal scoring was not his ultimate objective, he only managed to bag 5 goals in 105 appearances for United. But when Sir Alex Ferguson departed Manchester United and David Moyes took over, Anderson found himself out of favour at Old Trafford. It's pretty crazy that Sir Alex Ferguson never saw how bad Anderson was, but David Moyes, he noticed. In 2015, Anderson moved to Internacional, and for lack of a better word, his career went down the shitter. He was heavily scrutinised by Internacional fans and now finds himself playing in the Turkish second division, making just the 1 appearance this season. We are now into the back end of this top 10 countdown, and the next one is probably someone you've never heard of. Personally, this next guy is someone I'd never heard of before I started doing this video. And it is going to be Adam Hamel, who in FIFA 09 was 66 rated with a potential of 89 playing at Blackpool. However, in FIFA 19, Adam Hamel finds himself at a 69 overall with 69 potential, currently playing in the Scottish leagues for St Mirren. And he has made a lot of changes in clubs in his time since FIFA 09. He's gone on loan to Blackpool, on loan to Barnsley, permanently to Barnsley, to Wolves, to Middlesbrough on loan, to Huddersfield on loan, to Huddersfield permanently, to Rotherham on loan, back to Barnsley, and finally at St Mirren. He has played a lot of football for a lot of clubs. His best football has been played at Barnsley, where he made 150 appearances and bagged himself 20 goals. To put that into comparison, in his 179 appearances at clubs other than Barnsley, he's only managed to score 12 goals. Hamel is no stranger to controversy. In 2012, he assaulted 2 female paramedics outside a Liverpool nightclub who were treating him after he collapsed inside the nightclub. On a real, I think attacking paramedics is one of the lowest things you can do as a human. Hamel received only a suspended jail sentence and 150 hours of community service. So low-key, out of everybody on this list, I'm kind of happy that Adam Hamel's career went down the shitter, because fuck that, fuck attacking paramedics. Moving on now to another Brazilian player, and I found this player to be quite strange. Wait until you hear the trajectory of this guy's career, but it is going to be Lulinha. Now, in FIFA 12, Lulinha found himself playing for Corinthians. He had a 65 overall with 89 potential. But in FIFA 19, Lulinha is not in FIFA. And if you thought Adam Hamel played for a lot of clubs, wait until you hear Lulinha. He went from Corinthians to Estoril Praia on loan, to Olenense on loan, to Bahia on loan. I haven't heard of half these clubs. To Ceará, to Sricuma, back to Ceará, to Red Bull Brazil on loan, to Botafogo, to Mogi Miram, to Pohang Steelers in Korea, then to Al Sharjah, and finally he finds himself in the Cyprus Division 2nd Division, playing for Paphos. Apologies, Cyprus 1st Division. And honestly, I'm not really sure why he had such high potential. After doing a little bit of research, I couldn't find any clear-cut evidence that big European clubs, or really any notable European clubs, were coming after Lilinha. Generally, you hear about these Brazilian wonder kids coming from clubs like Corinthians, Sao Paulo, all these sorts of clubs, and you hear, oh, Real Madrid's after them. At least you've got to hear someone like Stuttgart or a decent team in a top division is after these wonder kids, but yeah, he went to Estoril Praia on loan. Since 2009, he has moved clubs every single year. He is the definition of a journeyman. Currently, he finds himself playing for Paphos in the Cyprus 1st Division, but honestly, it's been a good start for him. My man's is killing it. In 11 appearances, he has scored 10 goals, so maybe it's the start of something special. He was in FIFA last year, however, and he had a 73 overall with a 73 potential. 2 players to go now in this countdown. We've got one world-class player and one really weird story, but the first one is going to be a player that I'm sure all of us have heard of. It is going to be Miralem Pjanic. In FIFA 09, Miralem Pjanic found himself at a 74 overall with an 88 potential, playing for Lyon in the French league. And today, Pjanic is considered a world-class midfielder, currently applying his trade in the Serie A for Juventus, an 86 overall with 86 potential. And since playing for Lyon in FIFA 09, he has only gone to world-class clubs, going from Lyon to Roma to Juventus. Pjanic is nicknamed Il Piccolo Principe, which is translated to the Little Prince. And he is considered one of the smartest footballers when describing both his footballing mind and intellectual mind. Pjanic is fluent in 5 languages: Luxembourgish, French, English, German, and Italian. And he currently studies sport and physical education at the University of Sarajevo. Technically, I mean, you could say Pjanic hasn't lived up to his FIFA 09 potential because his potential was 88 and he's 86, but he's done pretty well. And the final player in the top 10 countdown is one that I found to be absolutely bonkers. Did I really just say bonkers? I'm not Dizzy Rascal, but it is going to be someone I had never heard of, and I'm pretty sure some of you guys have probably never heard of. It is Mehdi Alito. In FIFA 09, he found himself at a 58 overall with 88 potential, applying his trade for Colchester United. But he is currently playing non-league football for Barnet, so he's not in FIFA. And in fact, he was in FIFA last season when he was playing for Cambridge United, and he found himself at a 59 overall, so he's not done anything. And he has played for a lot of small clubs. He has played for Colchester United, Cheltenham Town on loan, Dagenham and Redbridge on loan, Cheltenham Town again on loan, Dagenham and Redbridge on a permanent deal, then to VVV Venlo, then to Newport County, then to Cambridge United, and finally to Barnet. And honestly, for someone that had such good potential, he has had a weird and quite a letdown of a career. I mean, most people like me, like I couldn't even make it into a team like Dagenham and Redbridge or even a Barnet, but for someone that had 88 potential, yeah, that's a failure. His highest level of football was in the championship with Colchester. He's never left the lower leagues, so I don't know what happened in between those years, but he just didn't really develop. But lads, that is going to conclude another FIFA 09 or FIFA Career Mode Top 10 Wonder Kids Where Are They Now video. Let me know if you want me to do any more of these videos. I have a lot of fun putting them together. A lot of research goes into them, but I'm honestly so passionate about them. It's been a lot of fun. But if you guys did go on to enjoy today's episode, today's video, make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you bloody scorpion kick that subscribe button down below if you are new around here. But most importantly, I hope you have a fantastic day. It's been JarradHD here. I'm out. Peace.